Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python for the Beginner series. Today in this video we are going to learn about if-else statement in the Python. So the if-else statement it does is simply it checks certain condition, and if that condition is matched it will return true, and if that condition is not matched it will return false. Okay, so here I have given the syntax here to define the if-else or to use the if-else statement in the Python. So you simply specify here if and specify the condition that you want to check, and if this condition is matched then it will run this statement 1. Okay, and if condition did not match then it will check the another condition here. Okay, let me say that is the condition here, another condition, let me say it's condition 2. So it will check if this condition 2 is matched or not. If it is matched then it will run this statement 2, and if it is not matched then it will finally run this statement 3. Okay, because there is no condition here, there is in the last part, there is else part, you shouldn't specify any condition in the else. Okay, so if all of these conditions are not matched then at last this block inside this else statement will be run. Okay, now let me show you by giving an example. Let me say I have two number, num1 is 50 and num2 is 45, let me say. Okay, so let me say you want to check which number is greater. Okay, so you can simply do it by using if. Okay, and let me check the condition. That is, the condition here will be if num1 is greater than num2, you give the colon and you say print if this condition match. Okay, the condition is num1 is greater than num2, then let me say num1 is greater than num2. Or what you can simply do is you can say the num1, okay, plus let me is greater than plus num2. Okay, here the num1 is 50 and num2 is 45, right? But if you directly write this then it will give you an error because the concatenation can only be done with the strings. Okay, but num1 and num2 here is a number, so if simply convert this num1 and num2 into string, right, by using the casting. Okay, so if this condition not match, else you can simply print string number 2 is greater than num1. Okay, so let me run this file. As you can see 50 is printing 50 is greater than 45, right? In this case the num1 here is 50, it is greater than 45, so it is printing this statement. Okay, so what if it is 40, right? So if I run this then you can see the printing 45 is greater than 40. Yes, it has checked condition, but this condition is false, so it has moved on to this last part, right? That is else statement, so it is printing that 45 is greater than 40. Now let me add another number here, num3, it is 50 here. Okay, so now if you want to check which number is greater among these three numbers, okay, now let me write if num1 is greater than num2, right, and this num1 should also be greater than num3, right, then only it will be greater among these three. So specify and num1 is greater than what, num3. Okay, if this condition match, print str1 is greater. Okay, check another condition, that is elif. Now let me check for the number 2 if it is greater than number 1 and 3 or not. You can do it by num2 greater than num1 and num2 is greater than num3. So print str num2 is greater. Okay, else if these two condition is not matched, then of course the only number remaining here will be num3 is greater. Okay, so what is this? The first, it will check if num1 is greater than num2. Okay, and if this num1 is greater than num3, if these both condition is matched, then it will return true and it will print this statement. Okay, if these condition are not true or any one of these condition is false, then it will pass control to this else if, right? So it will check here if num2 is greater than num1 and this num2 is greater than the num3. Okay, so if these both the condition are true, then it will run this statement. Okay, and if none of these above condition is matched, then it will print this statement. Okay, so let me run this and show you. Here the 50 is greater, that is 50 here is num3, so here it is executing this statement, as you can see, right? And while using this if else statement, you should always take care about the indentation. Okay, so the indentation here means this space between these. Okay, there should be the space if you are specifying the colon. Okay, this is similar as the curly braces in the another languages. Okay, there is no any curly braces in the Python, it uses the indentation, that is this. Okay, so if I remove this indentation, then you will be getting an error here. VS Code is for auto formatting this. Let me try to do this. Okay, so if I run this again, as you can see, it is giving it invalid syntax. Okay, because it has there is no any indentation here. I'm sorry, I have removed this column. Okay, now let me run this. It is printing now, it is indentation error here, right? Because there is no any indentation here, so it should give an indentation here. Okay, now if I run this, it should run as previous, right? So it is running here. Okay, so this is the if else statement in the Python. It is a very powerful statement. It will be normally used in any case or any software that you are developing. This is the very powerful statement. So that's it for the if else statement. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe.